Alright everybody, in this video I will teach you my personal SMC trading strategy, how I look at SMC personally. I am currently a six-figure funded trader managing 4 prop firm accounts at the moment. So let's start with the video. So the most important thing when it comes to trading the SMC strategy or SMC concepts is understanding time frame alignment. Now, most of the YouTubers who teach SMC strategies don't talk about time frame alignment, and it is one of the most important things when it comes to trading the SMC strategy, right? Without proper time frame alignment, you are basically gambling. Now, what I mean by time frame alignment, so whenever we start our analysis, we start on a higher time frame, then we drop down to a lower time frame, and then for our entry we drop down to even a lower time frame, right? So the combination is very important. The way you align the time is very important. So let's talk about time frame alignment first, and then I'll get on later into these. All right. So if you are a swing trader, and you must understand this thing very, very correctly, otherwise nothing will work for you. If you are a swing trader, right, your style is swing trading, you should, number one, right, if you're a swing trader, analyze the order flow on the monthly time frame. All right. Now, once you have identified the order flow on the monthly time frame, let's assume that it is bullish, right? All you have to do is mark out every single down closed candle. So mark out every single down closed candle. Now that is going to be your auto block, and every single auto block on the monthly is going to be an opportunity for you to take an entry from. Now, once you have marked out your auto block and the price has come into one of your auto blocks, you drop down to daily time frame. Drop down to daily time frame once price is in your monthly auto block. So when price comes into your monthly auto block, right, you have to drop down to daily time frame. Now this is called time frame alignment. You would not drop down to 1 hour time frame or 4 hour time frame when price is in your monthly auto block. It's not going to give you the best confirmations. All right, the best confirmations are going to be with this combination that I'm teaching you right now. So as a swing trader, analyze the order flow on the monthly time frame. If it's bullish, you mark out every single auto block, right? Then once price is in your monthly auto block, you drop down to daily time frame, right? And after that, all you have to do is look for a market structure shift. So market structure shift on a daily time frame off of monthly OB. Now once you get the market structure shift on the daily time frame, you are marking out the daily order block that forms right after market structure shift, and then you wait for price to come into that daily order block. And our final confirmation, number 4, we're going to look for one last confirmation, and that's going to be 1 hour market structure shift off of daily order block. So the daily order block that was formed, we wait for price to come into that daily order block, right? And then we look for another market structure shift on the 1 hour time frame. Now once you get the market structure shift on the 1 hour time frame, you are basically taking your entry from that 1 hour OB. So after 1 hour market structure shift, there will be a new order block, and you simply take your entry from that. So how is this going to look like, right? So, okay, before I explain this, I have explained you the swing trader time frame alignment. Now, what if you are an intermediate term trader, right? So you would identify order flow on weekly. You mark out OBs on 4 hour time frame, and you take your entries on 15-minute. Similarly, if you are a day trader or a scalper, what you would do is identify order flow on daily. You mark out your OBs on 1 hour and you look for confirmation and entry on 5-minute time frame. Very simple. All right. So this is proper time frame alignment. Do not use any other time frame alignment because it's not going to work out for you. So now once you have this in mind, let's move on to how it would actually look. So let's assume that you are a day trader. So on the daily time frame, let's assume that the order flow is bullish, right? All you want to do is mark out every single down close candle. So let's assume that there's this down close candle right here. Now, all you're looking for is for price to come into this daily order block. Once this does that, you have to drop down to 1 hour time frame. Now, once you drop down to 1 hour time frame, you're looking for a market structure shift on the 1 hour time frame. Now, you will get another 1 hour order block here formed. So let's remove this, right? Or actually just do like that. So it's clean. Now, if I zoom in a bit, we got a market structure shift on the 1 hour time frame off of this daily order block. Now you're waiting for price to come into this 1 hour order block. So what's going to look like? Once price comes into your 1 hour order block, you look for another market structure shift on the 5-minute time frame. Now, once you get that market structure shift, that is your entry level. You take your entry from that 5-minute order block. You put your stop right below that low and you go for this high or this high over here. Very, very simple. And on the 5-minute time frame, here's a plus. Here's like an optional tip that you can use to increase your win rate. On the 5-minute time frame, the last time frame, look for an inducement. What is basically an inducement? It is basically a engineering of liquidity just above your order block in this scenario. So this is your entry level. Price will create equal lows or a singular low just above your order block to induce all the buyers in. A lot of people would buy from here thinking that, okay, price will now reverse from here, but this is going to be inducement. So what will happen? Price will come back into your order block right here, and then it's going to push back up. So this is like an optional tip that you can use, but you should be fine if you do not use the technique. But yes, you're going to get much better win rate if you implement this into this strategy. So this is literally the entire strategy, guys, and make sure that your entries are always during kill zone hours, basically during London and New York session. If you are trading the JPY or Australian pairs, you can also trade the Asian. So now that I've explained this, I'll give you guys some examples and then everything is going to be crystal clear. All right, guys, before moving on to the examples, I want to talk about the Blue Guardian prop firm. Honestly, it is one of the best prop firms out there. So they offer up to 85% profit split and the prices are very, very low. Also, they have this rapid evaluation program. You only need to pass the challenge once, meaning you only need to hit 10% once. And once you do that, you get the entire account to yourself. So there's a link down in the description. Click on it and use the code SMC to get 10% off on your next purchase. All right, guys, so here is example number 1. So how do you actually identify the order flow? Now you can say that, okay, if we are getting like a break of structure again and again, then that is, by that you can identify order flow. My theory is, and the way I look at order flow is, yes, of course, if you're getting break of structures, that is good. But if you cannot identify the direction of that pair within 5 seconds, so let's assume that I open Euro GBP and I look at this chart, right? Within 5 seconds, this should be clear that what is the direction of the market. It should be clear enough for me to know within 5 seconds. If I am confused and I'm like struggling to identify the direction within 5 seconds, I will move on to another pair. So over here, what you can see is that the direction is clearly bearish in the long run, right? We swept all these highs and now we are going down after this market structure shift. So on the daily, I am focusing on every single order block. So I'm going to mark out every single up close candle or consecutive up closed candles. So in this case, we have consecutive up closed candles, and I'm not going to count the wick of the order block. A lot of people make this mistake. Please do not do that because you're going to get induced. So you mark out the body, that is my order block. And now once I have the order block on daily, I'm going to drop down to 1 hour time frame. Now I'm waiting for price to come into the auto block. So once that happens, now from here onwards, what I'm looking for is a market structure shift, and this low here is going to confirm that. So right over here, we had a market structure shift. Now I am marking out the up closed candle right here. Basically, this is the consecutive up closed candles, and no, price didn't take out this high. So this is my auto block right here. And from this auto block, I'm going to look for a confirmation on the 5 minutes. So now I'm going to drop down to 5-minute time frame. And now I'm looking for a market structure shift. And just around here, you can see that we had a market structure shift inside the 1 hour auto block. So now I'm going to take my entry from this 5-minute auto block. Look at the time. We are in a kill zone, and I'm going to take my profit at this low here. That's going to give me 3.48. So you can see that we got a tap right here. Let me just move this like that. Perfect. And you're going to see that price hits our take profit level quite nicely. Now, once for this strategy, once like 1 to 2 is hit, I would take some profits and I'll go break even, and I'm going to hold till, you know, a significant target, which was this. So this is what I've given you, 3.48. Let's move on to another example. All right, everybody, so here is example 2, and this time we are looking at the weekly time frame as our highest time frame. And on the weekly, of course, we are bullish, and I could identify this on within 5 seconds. All right, so that's what we guys want. Now over here we have this down close candle, so that is my reference point. That's from where I'm going to look for confirmation entries. So on the weekly, remember, after weekly we go to 4-hour time frame to look for a market structure shift. So now you can clearly see that right here we came into this auto block and we had the market structure shift as right here. So now we have this auto block. So let's just go here. We got a market structure shift and we have this auto block right here. Actually, this is the auto block. So let's just mark this out correctly. Perfect. Because this is the high wick, this is not. So that is the auto block. Now, if I go to the 15-minute time frame, and if I go here, you can see price tapped into our auto block. We have a market structure shift right here with the body closure. And then we have this consecutive bearish candles. That is our auto block. Look at our entry. That is during the Asian session. And that is perfect because we're trading the GBP, JPY. So this would have been my long. And my stop would go right below this low. And you can see that you could have held for this much. Anyways, let's move on to another example. All right, guys, so here's the last example, and I'm looking at Euro NZD on the 4-hour, and 4 hours are a higher time frame. So you can clearly see that we are in a downtrend, and within 5 seconds, I could identify that. I'm not looking at the past price section. I'm just coming here. I'm looking where the price is going in the current moment, and it is currently going down. Now over here, what we do have is an up close candle. So that is our auto block. Now going to the 15-minute time frame to look for a market structure shift, right? That's going to confirm that we're going to go lower. And over here, we have a market structure shift with this candle. So now this auto block is way too big. So in this scenario, you're going to mark out your auto block and you're going to look for confirmation from the 0.5 level. And you can see price came into the 0.5 level. Now let's drop down to 1-minute time frame. Now, initially, what you can see is that we had a shift in the market structure here, and we had this auto block right here. But you're going to see that we might have been closed at break even. But then we had another market structure shift, and then we have, you can clearly see that this candle is the highest, so that is going to be our auto block. This is going to be my entry, and my stop would go somewhere here to deal with the spreads, right? And my take profit could be this. So let's see how this plays out. Price goes lower, but then you can see that the higher time frame target could have been this right here. So let's see how this plays out. And wow. So now you're not going to get like risk rewards big as these every single time, but the purpose here is that this thing works, and the proper time frame alignment is going to change like the entire way you trade crypto, forex, or indices. This is literally, I think, one of my best videos, and if you understood what I explained in this video, and if you implement what I taught in this video, you're gonna see insane results. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Before I end the video, I want to talk about my challenge passing service. So for just $200, my team will pass your challenge within 24 hours. It doesn't matter what size it is. It could be 200K, could be 500K, could be $1 million prop firm challenge. As long as the prop firm is in our supported list. So you can check the supported list in the Discord down below. It is a free Discord. And within 24 hours, we'll pass the challenge. And if we fail to pass the challenge, we will refund you. And along with that, we will also pay you $500 extra for lying to you. So anyways, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next weekend.